What's up, y'all? What's going on with you? See, we got one person and 2 likes already. That's love. Let these not notifications, but let these notifications. Yeah, notifications. Let the notifications roll in. Everybody doesn't get them at once. I know people are doing different things, so hopefully tonight is a good show. Let me see something. Oh, what up, James? Yeah, you number one, numero uno within the chat. What's going on with you tonight? I'm just checking out some things. Oh, what up, gang wise? What's going on with you? I see you in the building. So 2 people done made themselves known. Who's the other 3 that's lurking out there in the chat room world? Let me see. 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 Yeah, hopefully old school. He should be coming by in a little bit. I know he told me give him some time, so he should be on his way in a little bit. So hopefully y'all get to enjoy old school. Oh, you did? What did you end up getting? Six people in the room. Come on. I see y'all laying there. Come on and come with it. Easy Beats, what's up? What's going on with you? Man, like I said earlier, that track that you laid down there, I'm not that track that you put down that you got up on your channel. I was feeling that joint smooth. Matter of fact, gang wise, you got your beats on your channel. If you do, I'm gonna have to go there and check them out if you got them on there. That'll be on my to-do list. That's something I need to do. Most definitely. When a beat's hard, you gotta recognize it. Oh, what up, Rashad? What's going on with you? Family? Oh, well, you know, you still getting it together, so it ain't no thing. 7 people in the room. Okay, so gang wise, Rashad, Easy Beats, James. Who's the other 3? Or who's the other 4? Who's the other 4 out there? Oh, Larry, what's up? I knew Larry was lurking somewhere. Larry had that shark's fin lurking. What's going on with you, man? Yeah, somebody was trying to tell me you was making it seem like you may want to call in or something. Is that true? Oh, what up, bro? You ain't knocked out tonight. You ain't knocked out tonight. Or are you about to knock out? You never know. You might have to pull a long one in there or something where you like, I only catch a little bit of the string. Oh, hey, Lisa Smith, I see you in the building. Hey, everybody, y'all shoot your shot at Lisa Smith. That's what y'all like to do. Or conversate back and forth. It ain't always got to be about shooting your shot. Conversate back and forth. Some intelligent conversation is always needed. Yeah, I heard about that little brother passing. I heard about that little brother passing. Matter of fact, we talked about that probably maybe 3 nights in a row. I don't know if you caught the re-uploads. Matter of fact, they're kind of long, so it ain't easy to catch them re-uploads of the live streams. Oh, you missed out? Like, yeah, you did miss out. Yeah, you wasn't in. Old school kept saying, "Where's Lisa Smith at? Where's she at?" Yeah, you was MIA. Matter of fact, Shy was shot at. We had shot on the line. Oh, they said it was the neck and the head. Whew. I didn't know where it actually went. Oh, you was getting to the money. Well, that's always a good thing to get to some provolone and mozzarella and all type of cheddar cheese. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make a morbidly obese purse full of revenue. You said boxer crazy. Wait. Did I miss some things? Wait a minute. Oh, you about to count some sheep? Okay, well, I mean, got to do what you got to do. I'm glad you chimed in when you was able to chime in. Maybe I had to arrange it where I come on a little earlier or something, where you be able to really contribute something for a little bit of longer time to the live stream. I'm digging these little live streams because for me that like to play a lazy role all the time. I could just vibe off of what y'all talking about. Was it a rap beef? I have no idea. I have to say, I'll be honest. If I don't know what's going on with a particular artist, I'm not gonna speak on what I think. But I mean, you're speaking to the room, so the room, if the room knows something, they want to contribute it, then go ahead. But I mean, I don't really know about that little young brother, so I don't know which direction it may have came from. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I knew what you was talking about, bro. When you was talking about I know you said sleep, but that lets you know sleep's calling you. Like, hey, I know you want to count sheep, but you need to put your ass to sleep. That's what your body's calling. That's why it says sleep. It wants you to recite some of them lullabies and hit the sack. Oh, you're a little. Well, let's keep it like this. I'm not trying to bring my energy level down on that. You know, I said what I said, and I'll just keep it like that, Rashad. I don't even want to take my energy to that type of place. So I ain't gonna cover that. Let me see. Wow, I would be surprised if that guy 69 goes next. Well, I mean, they've been it seemed like all that kind of stuff kind of chilled after that happened. All the stuff with Drake and Pusha T and all these other little artists that got something going on. All that kind of ceased. And I look at it like this: me coming back from being in a time of Pac and Biggie, when all that kind of stuff happened, a lot of things ceased. So I mean, it's always a sorrow moment when someone transitions from this earth. But hopefully, it's a wake up call to a lot of people that there's a lot of serious things going on, and people just need to take a pause. Let me see. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, you said you think that 6ix9ine dude is an agent? Could be. I mean, What was you saying, Rashad, about the 6ix9ine dude? You were saying something about he's always surrounded by law enforcement detail and things like that. I know you were saying something like that to that effect. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is, perpetuated for the public to, get the public's energy going in the wrong direction. You could be starting to send to the highest levels of ascension, and then, something gets thrown out in the media that starts making your making you spiral down. Yeah. I mean, I seen one clip where he had a heavy detail, like he was a politician or something. You know what I'm saying? And not too many people that's really, you know from the turf got anything like that. They just got their people, not them people. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you figure we in modern technology time. People got all these phones on them. They know everybody's location. They could turn on mics. Matter of fact, I seen something where an artist had said, "Yeah, you ever noticed?" And I know a lot of y'all don't notice this. You ever notice when, like, you say something around your phone, and then you go to open your phone, and then a ad or a commercial pops up for the exact thing you was talking about? Matter of fact, I experienced that with someone near and dear to me. We were having a conversation. We were talking about what is that stuff? I'm trying to think. It was some type of cold medicine, and I said this particular is a particular cold medicine. I said, and when they looked on their phone said the exact thing, and said, "Oh, you could get a discount for this." So when the mics is on, they're picking up everything you're saying, even though they say, "Oh no, we're not picking up your exact conversation." No, they picking up everything. They cherry picking. You know. Okay, being young and vibrant is a hell of a drug, but once you get touched and survived, it's a hell of a lesson to learn. Two, it's a gift and a curse. Oh well, let me say this. I know y'all's talking about people getting touched and everything, and certain kind of energies and people surviving. But y'all got someone right in this chat that done experienced that himself, Larry. Larry. He's a boxer. He's good with his hands, and someone tried to give him lead poisoning. You know what I'm saying? He's on a actual recovery. That's what he was saying in earlier streams, that he had to find a gym to get his recovery on. So I mean, y'all could shoot those type of questions towards him. This man's really still on the mend right now. Now, what just happened to you, game wise? What am I missing? Right. It shouldn't take death to appreciate life, but a lot of times that's how it usually goes. Then some people are so hard headed, they just want to keep going in that type of direction. Let me see. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Now everybody don't stop. Either everybody don't stop talking, or the YT is censoring what y'all gotta say. It's one or the other. If they trying to censor, reword what you're trying to say. Like I said, I know some people done said they done hit messages and it says you're sending too many messages. Wait a minute. To me, that's a form of censorship. I was talking about the Swan, my drink. Oh yeah, that is a hard car. Later got an ad. Okay, yeah, to an exotic dealership. Yeah, so yes, they was listening to what you were saying. Exactly. Matter of fact, you just purposely think of something that's just way oddball. Just speak around your phone if you got one of them particular phones, and it'll come up. But I'll say this: they say is a way to shut that off if you go in your settings, but it's so many loops that you got to go through to actually get that done. Matter of fact, the shortcut way to figure that out, just go to YouTube like you're here now and type in, how do you get uh, voice recognition for ads to turn off or something like that, and it'll take you to someone has some kind of tutorial of how to do that. Okay, let me see. What's shaking my Jamaicans? I like that one. What's shaking my Jamaicans? What's going on, Anthony? What's going on with you? If you scroll through the chat, you can see what we kind of been covering. We ain't been covering a lot, but we've been covering a little bit. You can add to it. Yeah, with smart TVs too. Like they say, the mic's always on them joints. You know. Okay. Larry says, "What do you think about kids in Texas being separated from their family, put in shelters and cages?" Exactly, Larry. That none of that's new. Why are they putting this distraction out? Think about it like this. Remember, they're saying all these detention centers. Well, what are those detention centers? What did they used to be? They were those Walmarts that they were closing down. So it's like they had a plan in play. When was it a couple years back? All these WalMarts are shutting down. Oh well, we're not having good business in these areas. Matter of fact, we got a Walmart here. They had built it it was maybe like 2 or 3 years old, and they shut it down. Now, who puts all that money into something that they feel is not going to be a lucrative business move? They did that because they're going to change it over to something else. And if you ever notice, a lot of these Walmarts, they're always on the railway. That's why Walmart wins. They don't really too much have to deal with trucking because all their stuff gets delivered not far from a railway. Versus, it's like Targets, they got to deal with the shipping and the cost of diesel and moving all these trucks around when, most Walmarts are built on the railways. So that's the advantage right there. But yeah, they put those so they could turn them into something else. Right. You just gotta think of it. I'm trying to think what they used to call back in the day. Like, say you have like a map, and then you got those cellophanes that you could lay over it, and you could keep laying over these cellophanes, and it could be like, okay, well now it's this. Now we can redirect it to this. It's the same thing underneath, but they're showing different plans of what it can be afterwards. So it's like they got plans so many steps far ahead that people don't even see it. Just like how you see gentrification going in a lot of these urban areas where they're essentially redlining people out of the community. Like, oh, you got to make this much of the rent, or it's these kind of new stipulations. Oh, you can't park your car over here now because this is designated for bike lanes and all this kind of stuff. It's so many different things that are going on a multiple of levels in this day and time. It's like, along with technology moving, all kind of other new laws are being passed. It's like you really got to watch what's going on. You really got to do your research. It's not no time to be lax no more. Yeah, welfare did take a lot of the fathers out of the home. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like they got you. So well, look what's going on with this. But like you said, welfare been doing that way long time ago. But what's the movie Claudine? That was back in the '60s and stuff. It was given the blueprint way back then. What they were trying to implement. So you gotta look at things in those perspectives. I mean, I want to say on when me, Ken, and Judge Joe Brown, when we was in the Lions Den, and we were talking about how it used to be Capina Green, and they tore that down, and basically they gentrified it down there, and it moved people in different areas, and that's why you got so many people in doing certain things in certain areas because you redrew the lines where people need to be, thinking you're gonna eliminate whatever problem, but all these problems come down to economics, what they choose to fund and what they choose to defund. That's where all the problems come from. And you figure most of the the money is either getting purposed for war, because it's like we're like in never ending wars is like, oh, we're out of this war, oh, now we're in this war is big business. Like, them bombs cost money. They make money off of being a constant war going on all the time. So why do you want to help the people when you could be making money, gangstering people's countries essentially? But let me stop going that direction because I could go forever in that kind of direction. Let me get back to what y'all was saying. Um, seems like if I wait. Okay, seems like if I play some real spill, YouTube acts sluggish, but when it's some coonery and buffoonery, it plays smooth. Exactly. Because they don't want you to, they want you to get frustrated. They think, your mind's, oh, this is messing up. Let me just get off it. No, that made me stay on it longer. That made me think, okay, this ain't working. Well, I'll just type in what it is on. And matter of fact, I got to find it's a search engine y'all should replace your usual search engine. It'll be a better one. Matter of fact, let me find the name of my search engine I use. Let me see here. You should switch your search engine to DuckDuckGo. That's more secure for you handling whatever you need to handle when you're searching something. Switch to DuckDuckGo. That's more secure on your phones, on your iPads, on your computers. Switch to that. That keeps you more secure, should I say, than any other commonly known search engine. I'll say it like that. But yeah, they constantly do that. But I would write down and research it and research it in a forum where you could find a blog about it or find a different area about whatever you're searching on, some truth or whatever. Yeah, I wish it was actually another alternative where you can search out videos and learn about them, but it's really not really no uh real. It is, but it ain't no real good competition when it comes to searching and having videos to find out necessary information that you need. So every now just take your time. If it's messing up, come back to it. Hopefully they get off the funniness where you be able to see it. Because like I said, I was watching a video with KJ, and every time this person, even though this person went to talking about something, every time it would buffer on him talking. As soon as it went to the other guy talking, it was normal. As soon as it went to his guest that had some insight on whatever, it went to buffering. So I mean, they do control that. They figure, okay, this person usually watches this. It's like, I look at it like this ain't even a person. It's an algorithm deciphering, like, well, you like this, so we feel you're at this type of mindset. So if you get this kind of information, this might start to wake you up. So we got to do things to distract you from even wanting to even pursue that, and you go back to the mindless stuff. Okay, game wise, you said I'm a big time conspiracy theorist, What's sad is people think everything's fake. Well, you think about this. When I hear that, when the news media says conspiracy theorists, conspiracy was, the conspiracy theories was brought by the CIA. They're the ones who created that because they wanted people to doubt when they hear that, like, well, they're a theorist. It's like they're crazy. They want to make that dismissive. So when I hear that, it's like you want me to dismiss what you're saying and make it seem like you're crazy. No, remember, it was a time back in the 50s when doctors used to say, oh, these cigarettes are healthy for you. And we all know cigarettes cause cancer. But, tobacco was funding, those doctors. Just like now today, the pharmaceutical companies fund these doctors. So of course they gonna want you to remain sick. Because if you can remain sick, they can keep you stuck on taking all these pills and charging your HMO or whoever you got for some type of medical these continuous exploded bills of the particular amounts. Matter of fact, I'm a I'm gonna find this what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to find this actual thing. You can look it up for yourself, but I can't say it. But I'm gonna put it out on the chat, and then you could see how you can research it for yourself. And like, man, this is how they really gouging people. This is how they really getting people. Let me look it up right now, and then we could have a discussion about that. I'm sorry I ain't looking at the comments right yet. It's just me right here right now. So I'm trying to do a multiple of things, trying to put y'all up on something. Just give me a little bit of time. Like I said, chat room, y'all can talk between each other. And you're like, hey, what you think about this? Till Reek come back to chime in on what we need to chime in on. Let me see. As soon as I find it, I'm gonna put it up. Exactly. Just like lawyers, just like all these people that are interconnected with, certain things that only certain people are privy to when when they reach those certain platitudes. Come on, man. So you're right. As soon as you go to saying about you looking up some intel or some information, they want to make everything go slow. Like, oh no, it's just dragging. No, you just don't want me to get to the truth so people can see it. Where is it at? Okay, I think I found it. When y'all see this, you're gonna be like, guys, damn, look how much money, and this is just one particular pharmaceutical drug. So you can imagine all the other ones that people need for certain things. Wait till I put this up. Let me go to what I need to go to. Okay, y'all get a look at what I'm about to put up. Okay, y'all get a look at what I'm about to put up. Hopefully you see that. Matter of fact, now I can go back to looking at your comments. Let me back up. How far did I miss? Let me see. Modern day slavery, most definitely, Shy. Modern day slavery, enslavement. You know, they want to entice you into it. A lot of things. I mean, you can't avoid, but a lot of things you don't have to accept. When it comes to that enslavement enticement. Okay, now let me go back. Smart TVs. Okay, welfare. Walmart going to be penitentiary soon. Yeah, I could believe that across the country. I believe that too. Yep, the coliseums and the domes. We kind of seen that with the Superdome when Katrina hit. You know, that was a form of it right there. Nobody could leave the dome and all that. Okay, just like they got all the money for new stadiums, but can't build nothing for the homeless all around. Exactly. Right, and that's another one. I like that one, Easy Beats, when you say, especially with all these game shows winning all this money, but not donating to the homeless. Right. It's like they want people stuck. Oh, look, they want all this money, but they fail to tell the people they got to pay so much taxes on it, so it ain't really like they're winning anything. Skid Row is right next to. Yeah, because a lot of our Skid Row here is not too far from the stadium. The big stadium where they had a Super Bowl here. I mean, they try to make sure all those people weren't seen when certain people started coming into the city. So like, oh, we don't got any homeless or a homeless epidemic or anything like that. That is a crock of shit. How do you feel about the generational wealth gap in America? Well, you figure, back in the day, like let's take Detroit, where we used to actually build cars, and we actually had companies here where someone can, have an actual blue collar job. A lot of those jobs went overseas when they deregulated, where okay, we could put our factories over in Malaysia where we can instead of paying them some $25 for an employee or something like that, we could pay them like $1 or 50 cents or something to do that same work. You know what I'm saying? Where they can reap all the benefits of the profits, the big corporations, because the big corporations where people doing technical work, they're still here. But the actual, getting down and dirty with assembling it or whatever, all that's over in another country where it's not what's the word? It is not a so-called democracy. They probably under dictatorship where it's like whatever that country says, go. So they can collect their coins and their family can continue to be wealthy while other people are doing whatever to survive because those particular jobs that used to be here are no longer here. Yeah, so like I said, it's America don't really make a lot of stuff. Think about that. Think, what do we really make? I don't. When they say, oh, they make the Apple got the iPhone and all the Apple products. Well, they make all that over in other countries. The only thing that's here about Apple is like the technical part. Like, okay, we're drawing up the designs of this next one. It's technical jobs, not blue collar jobs where people can actually assemble it. It's like they figure, oh, nobody wants to do that in America. Everybody wants to do a technical job. Not everybody is inclined to do something like that. You got to give somebody another way of you know doing. Not everybody's inclined to do the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And they know this, so that means, okay, that means we got to create something else. We got to create something where people, the undesirable people or people we feel are undesirable, won't be able to reach a certain plateau and make it feel like something's wrong with them, and then get them to be desperate and do desperate moves so we can get them in the belly of the beast some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Watching American Greed on Netflix and look at these factory companies don't have to pay nothing for land, meaning no taxes. Exactly. Matter of fact, corporations get the biggest tax breaks. Regular people, we're all you owe on this and all this. Corporations get all type of they talk about people on welfare. Corporations get a lot of money from the government to do whatever they're doing. then but you got people out here, oh, they're on welfare. Well, look at what the bomb making industry, what kickbacks they're getting. Come on, they're the ones getting more welfare. And then you want to say, okay, this segment of the population is, I say blacks or Hispanics, people that are Indians, people that they deem lower. If we're so a small population getting, whatever amount, we're not the predominant within this country. I'll say this: when they get to talking that, oh, you're a minority and all that kind of stuff. How are we a minority? If you go over to Africa, the continent of Africa is a high number of the same melon count as us. So how are we a minority? We're more on the majority. But they play these mind games to get you to think like, oh, I'm minimal, I'm small, I'm small. No, I'm not buying into your ideology. I reject your ideology and replace it with my diligent research. You always got to have research to combat that idiot that's trying to bring you down and make you feel lower than self. Exactly. They gotta perpetuate propaganda. They gotta perpetuate distractions. This is how they get paid. You know, why is it a stop sign in everywhere you can go within a city limits? Everywhere you go, somewhere out in the sticks, it's gonna be someone lurking somewhere. If you run that stop sign, it is getting paid day for who? It ain't for you. They taking money from you if you run that stop sign. So it's all kind of ways, ploys for them to get paid. It's all kind of ways for people, certain people to check on you. Oh, I put you over because you had a tail light out. Oh, what's it doing? I smell marijuana. Wait a minute, I might have to bring the dog out here and search your car. Oh, wait a minute, he done got a hit. I done found this, or it's all kind of ways for the system to keep going. I just say try not to play into making their job easy or complicit to be able to put a label on you. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know. I mean, I'm just one man, just viewing the world how I've done seen it since I done been on this planet. You know, yeah, liquor stores in damn near every little area of the community, all throughout the country. You know, because you figure people like, well, I ain't got no job and I ain't doing this. My woman's complaining because I ain't bringing in money. I like to have a job and trying to do something, but maybe this job I done got, it ain't paying enough to do anything. Or I do got this job and it's still bringing in peanuts. That get the people thinking, well, maybe I'll just go get a bottle with the little bit of I have left in my pocket and think I could drink my problems away. And that ain't the way either. you know and some people figure, man, maybe I need to go get a piece of steel and put it in someone's rib cage or something like that, and that ain't the way either. Or maybe I need to go get this sack from my partner and uh, 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 make it stack, and that ain't the way if that ain't your bag. you know but you think about it. Think about this. You said it's liquor stores on in damn near every corner. But think about this. Isn't it pharmaceutical or not pharmaceutical? Let me take that back. Not not pharmaceutical companies, but like a CVS, a Walgreens. You always see those everywhere. And where they got a pharmacy in there, they're always dealing drugs in the pharmacy all the time. Think about that. They getting dough. Oh, well, you got this ailment. You went to the doctor and this, or you got your prescription for this. So they always selling dope all throughout them spots. It's only one of those the little people that they say, oh, they're just so vicious and then this. No, it's people getting took off the earth from taking these prescription drugs. But they don't want to talk about that part either. Because oh well, we're abiding by the laws, and they knew it. And that's another thing. When you watch them commercials and they be reading off well, this may cause death. Okay, if you're saying I'm already dealing with death, why do I want to take something that's going to accelerate my death? That don't make sense. But they're telling you up front, so they're not liable to lawsuits. So like they willingly took this. We put all the descriptions of what it can cause, so we're not liable for this. You know what I'm saying? Because you took it on your own free accord. Yep. Yeah, that's another thing. Like in the grocery stores is a pharmacy, and all the Targets got pharmacies. I'm not really sure if Walmart got pharmacies really, but I know a lot of those other places got little pharmacy spots right in them. So it's like you're not passing no place that ain't got no pharmacy. If you don't see it out on the street corner somewhere, you're seeing it in one of your grocery stores. You're seeing it in one of your places you go shopping. So yeah, they trying to rival all the liquor stores. And matter of fact, a lot of the Targets and all that got liquor stores in them too. You know, a lot of these places are starting to have that in there too. So it's like, okay, we got the lick for you, we got the prescription drug for you. We a one stop shop right around here. We getting money and killing you off at the same time. Yeah, and yup, exactly. And then they got levels of the drugs. A perfect example, Larry. Like over the counter, under the counter, or you can go out there and get those. But for these barbiturates, you got to have a prescription for these. But then we got something similar. If you ain't got a prescription, you can pick this up. And and those drugs will still kill you. So come on, man. Matter of fact, if you have to take some drugs, read all the side effects. Because they say side effects, no, those are the effects that you're gonna actually have. That's what I heard someone say. It's like when they say side effects, no, those are the effects that are actually can happen to you. So you got to take that serious. You put it in your temple, and you're hoping whatever you got, to get this up off you. And then after, you try to wean yourself the best way you can, where you don't become addicted to none of that stuff. Because a lot of these pharmaceuticals, these like Tylenols and all that don't help take people's family members off the planet too. You ever notice like you got some, maybe your auntie, or maybe your mama, or maybe your grandmama. Oh, I'm taking this aspirin because I don't want to have a headache and all that kind of stuff. No, that means you're addicted. That's what addiction is. You're masking it with saying, well, I don't want a headache, but you keep taking these things like candy. And it's changing your DNA structure. You taking this stuff, and it's weakening things that you don't even know, because you're eating unhealthy, and you're steadily putting these barbiturates in your body. And then when you start getting these other kind of ailments, then they want to put you on some other type of drugs, and it's steadily killing you off. And then like, oh well, my mama or my aunt just died out of the blue, done had a stroke and all this, but they had an undealt with thing with that small thing. You look at it small, like I'm taking this because I don't want no headache, or I'm having women, I'm having menstrual cramps, I'm gonna take these 800s or these thousands, every month and all that kind of stuff. You got to think about it like that. Really pay attention to your people, and how they take their drugs, and what they're administered to, because that's another thing. Certain drugs, if you take them, they have certain effects on our people that on other races or other creeds it doesn't. And they'll act certain ways, and cause certain things, and they'll mask it. Well, no, maybe it's your disease that's causing this. No, maybe it's this actual drug that you got me prescribed on that acts a certain way to people that got higher melanin content. Have you ever thought that? Have you ever did a study on that? I had to get on a doctor about that. A person that I care for, they was on a particular drug, and it had them acting like weird. And then when I did the research on it, they said, well, when a high amount of people that are higher melanin content, black people, people of higher melanin content, when they take this particular drug, it has these adverse effects on it. But if you're a Caucasian person, you wouldn't know about that. You would just think, well, you can take this. It's cheaper, or it's more readily available for you. When in actuality, is really wiping you out quicker than if they were to search out or spend a little bit more for that particular barbiturate, where it wouldn't cause you problems. Let me go back. because I've been long-winded. Let me see. Allegedly, Walmart sells caskets. Yeah, I heard about Walmart selling caskets. I heard about that. I mean, you can actually go in there. Not so much Walmart. It's what is it, like Sam's Club? You know, they're like they're what's that? You know, they're right aligned with them, but you know the discount part of the chain, you can buy that for I want to say they had them in there for like a thousand or 1,500 or something like that, so you can pre-had it, because even on that is a markup on caskets. If you ever had to bury somebody, you find out how much one of them caskets is. Like, man, I might as well let me go to Home Depot and get the wood and or whatever and the ceiling. I'll make it myself, because y'all's gouging on someone dying. That's why a lot of people would just be like, skip it. Just put 1,000 to the side or whatever it costs. Have me cremate it, so you know my family don't have to bear the burden of trying to scrape up all this money uh for when I die. Yeah, a lot of that stuff. Yeah, you're right. Certain stuff gives you liver damage, and the more you taking it, the more it's causing, is disrupting, causing problems to your inner workings. Always, like I said, if you ever prescribed anything, always check what the effects are when it comes to your melon content. You gotta do this. You would think they were doing this because they're talking real nice and real nice to you, and saying little small little jokes, and you're smiling that they want to get you on that. But always do the research. Like, I remember I went for a checkup, and I had to get my 10-year you get your 10-year tetanus shot, but they was pushing this. Oh, well, we got something, a tetanus shot that comes with whooping cough. I'm like, okay, I'm not going over into some small village in Africa. I'm not traveling in some region like that. I'm in America where we done eradicated that. So I don't need that. So the doctor said, okay. So when the doctor left out the room, before he left out the room, I was looking on the computer screen. And on the computer screen, it showed the name of this tetanus shot that I was supposed to get, and then it showed the name of the one where it had the whooping cough in it. I just peeped that, just looking at the screen, because he was showing me like, well, is this one and is this one? This one got it, and it's named this, and then with the extra whatever the name for the whooping cough was, it said that. So I said, no, I'll get the one without it, even though everybody else is getting this other one. I don't need that other one. So when the nurse comes back in, he leaves out, and the nurse comes back in. She comes back in with a tray, and she has the nurse, the rubber gloves, latex gloves, laying over the syringe. So I'm looking at the syringe. She's trying to, hey, how are you doing? Being all nice and everything. And I'm looking at the syringe, and the syringe got the same name that he had on the computer. And it had the one that said with the whooping cough. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is not the one I asked for. I asked for the one without it. So I'm like, okay. I just said, no, that's the wrong stuff. No, 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 this is the one you need. I'm like, no, I asked the one without the whooping cough. I see what it says on a computer screen. And what it's saying on here is the one with the whooping cough. Why you trying to poison me? Because that's not what I asked for. So the lady was all frustrated, walked out the room, and went to go get the right one. I actually picked up the syringe, then like, let me look at this. And it was the one without the whooping cough, and they gave it to me. So what I'm saying is, if you're not paying attention, they'll slip you a Mickey and put something in you that's triggering something you don't know what's going on once it gets into your body, and you be starting having all these kind of different adverse effects because you introducing something strange into your system. So you gotta pay attention to. I don't care how nice they're being. Give me the information. Let me research it. Don't try to be, oh, well, everybody's doing this. Everybody's taking this one. Why would you even question that? Oh, or they'll try to say, well, you looked it up on the internet. Who goes on the internet? No, you got to look everything up. Even if it's the internet directing you to go to the library to pick up an old fashioned book and research whatever you need to research, do that. Okay, let me back up. Um, About to get into holistic medicine, natural remedies. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's been going on for centuries, but they try to deter people like, oh, that's witch doctor stuff. Yeah, you'll lose your life messing with that. Whatever, man. You want me to put some stuff that y'all don't doctored in a lab and then put it in my live body? No, I'm straight. That's another thing I could go into. Them flu shots, I don't mess with them. You know why? Because a lot of those, if you look on the ingredients for flu shots, they have formaldehyde in it. What do you use formaldehyde for? Formaldehyde goes into dead bodies. You're not a dead body, you're a live body. So why you want to shoot some formaldehyde into your body? I'm straight on that flu shot. I don't care. And it's free. Why you think it's free? It's free because they know it's gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna have to come back and get some of their prescription drugs that keep battling something that is unnecessary. Let me continue to read on. I knew somebody they put him on a new drug and he was like a zombie after he took it. A few days later, he died. That's crazy. Just like I knew someone who was perfectly healthy. Them doctors kept pumping on that, oh, you need to get this flu shot. And he got the flu shot. He was an older man, but before he got that flu shot, he was healthy. Right after that, he got sick as hell and he died right after he got that. So I don't care. You could build up all you want around it and this and that. I'm not putting that strange matter in my body. If you can't sign on a piece of paper saying I guarantee nothing will happen to you, if you can't do that, then I'm not doing it. Even if you did do it, I'm still not doing it. Okay, y'all reach certain blood pressure pills. Yep, mess up. Some people I know they black, they had to switch to all kinds of new, yeah, the blood pressure. What I remedy with that, you got to put more water into your life. You got to drink more water. I mean, it's more than just water, but that's one thing. A lot of people, they kind of discount how much water they get. They think, oh, I could drink some juice, or I drink, this. No, you gotta put this is what a black doctor had told me. He said, whatever your body weight is, drink half of that in ounces. I mean, if you're bad, if you think you're real good at it, you could drink your body weight in ounces of water a day. And I after I done had close dear family members pass away. That really got me to thinking about that. I started, even before they was coming to passing, I started putting water into my program. I just started. I mean, you may pee a lot, but as long as this is how I do it for myself. I try to drink half my body weight, and I start it in the morning. As long as you get your weight in ounces. So say you weigh 200, you drink 100 ounces of water. Say you weigh 300, you drink 150 ounces. You know what I'm saying? That is half your body weight. You get it in the morning. You may have to, and that's an excuse at work. If you work in the morning, that's an excuse for you to be going to hey, I gotta take a break, piss it all out. But as long as you don't, got your amount in, you'll be straight. That's what I do religiously every day. And if I miss, I try to, hurry up, and whenever I remember, try to, put that. And matter of fact, when you drink water, I don't mess with no purified. Don't mess with no distilled. Not mess with, but put spring water into your body. Spring water is a good water to put into your system. You know, it's not stripped of anything. And yes, most definitely, you're 70% water. Let me see. Let me back up. Let me see. Yeah, but yeah, when it comes to blood pressure, you got to cut out a lot of high salt. I got good at reading. If you are buying packaged food, look at where it says sodium. Sodium is essentially salt. They say we our allotment of sodium or salt a day is 1,500. Now, this what got me to think about that. The same thing when family members is dealing with all these different ailments. If you look at it like those little burritos that they sell, in the packages that you go in say you go in the gas station, or wherever you get those little burritos in the package and you throw them in a microwave. I looked at that one day because I used to eat them. I looked on the back of it for the sodium intake, and the sodium intake was like 1,100. So you figure, okay, you eat this. Now for the whole rest of the day, depending on when you eat it, you can't go over that 1,500. But you maxing out just eating that one burrito. So anything else, you maxing out on your sodium intake. So that's what's making your blood pressure go up, because you're taking so much sodium into your body. It's your body got to it got to dissipate all that salt. And if you ain't drinking no water, that's even more elevating, because it's like, okay, now I'm drinking these sugars, and a lot of these sugar drinks still got salt in them, so I'm raising it up that way, you know, making my cholesterol going high by drinking a lot of sugary sweet things too. That's another thing. You gotta kind of, if you're gonna drink something sweet, I like to try to, nothing's wrong with juicing, natural sweets from like fruits and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But like processed, where it's like high fructose corn syrup and basically corn syrup and all the little different ways of, you want natural sweets if you're gonna have them as much as possible. And if you don't got it like that, just offset it by drinking a lot of water to flush that up out your system. That's why when you think about it, you go in a restaurant and they be having okay, sir, what do you want? There's a glass of water. A lot of people disregard the water. No, drink that water. That's, think about it like this. This I kind of made sense. Okay, when you go to the bathroom, on the back of the toilet is all that water in the back. Once take up, when you go number one, or you go number two, once you drop that in, you hit that the flush, and all that water from the back flushes that down. Well, that's essentially like your system. Whatever you're taking in, you gotta have that water, that basically that tank, to flush all that through your system. Because you drinking some pops and all that. You think about it, if you put pop in a cup, and you kind of just have a little bit and let it sit there, it'd be all sticky and all that. And just think when it goes in your body, and it gets all hot and everything, all that stuff is going up everything on the inside. So all that stuff is staying with you. So that's what's helping make your blood pressure and all kind of other things rise up. When versus if you have that water is flushing it through your system, just like the toilet is flushing through the system. Because think about it, if your toilet got low water in the back, and you take a monstrous dump, it ain't going nowhere. So that's the same way with the system in your insides. If you drinking pops and all that feces is staying up in you. That's why people be having big old exploded guts, because essentially the better words, they full of shit, literally. You love drinking Fiji water. pH balance is 7. No acid. Yeah, Fiji water is cool. I like it. A lot of people complain, oh, it's expensive, but it's cool. I like drinking it. Yep, spring water, alkaline. Yeah. Deer Park is what you drink, Lisa Smith. Okay, that's 7. That's cool. Yeah, stuff packed is definitely packed. They pack it with sodium because they're trying to preserve it. Just like a dead body, all that embalming and stuff, all that is sauce. Is to preserve. So when you're dead, you don't start decomposing. Well, if you're taking all that sodium in your life, it's gonna make you dead. So why I want to take all this sodium in to make me dead? I mean, the least amounts. I mean, you can't totally get away from it, but the least amounts. And you ever think? I mean, a lot of y'all might not be old enough, but I remember when you used to go to like a Burger King or McDonald's. You know, they used to give you the packets if you wanted to put. You know, if you choose to, have hamburgers and fries or whatever, they used to give you packets to put on your fries if you wanted to do that. Now they just throw all kind of salt on there and people just eating it. I'm like, man, you know how much you don't even they don't even keep a chart on how much salt is going on in fries. And then you start feeling a certain way if you eating that. That's why I always if I ever choose, I rarely eat any fries, but I always say I don't want no salt because they don't know how to manage how putting how much salt on there. They drench that whole thing and your blood pressure's up from just that one sitting of eating, you know? Yeah, and attacks your kidneys too. That's true. Hot pockets would hot pockets have wood chips in I ain't heard about that. I haven't had hot pockets in years, so I wouldn't know. That's another thing. I know this is. I know a lot of our people like cheese and all this. I used to get bronchitis, and I used to always have flus and all that, and all kind of sickness. When I cut out cheese, I mean it was hard because I liked the cheese. When I cut out cheese, I stopped getting sick. When I started add more water to my equation, I stopped getting six and flus. Now, I may occasionally get like a stuffy nose, but where you're so messed up, where both your noses plugged up, and you can hear something on your chest because you got all that congestion. Once I cut out cheese, I stopped experiencing all of that. But I mean, to each his own. Some people like cheese like that. Some people may not have problems like that. But I know myself, when I used to eat cheese, I would get sick real bad. I cut that out and I ain't had no problems like that. I know nobody likes to be being sick and running fevers and temperatures and all that. No, it's like you're clogging up all your mucous membranes from all that cheese, eating all that cheese intake and all that. Let me see. The best thing to do when you wake up is 3 cups of water to flush out your system from the day before. Yeah, yeah. Immediately, as soon as you get up, put some water into your system. I mean, like the late great Dick Gregory said, if you gotta go somewhere where you know you're not gonna be close to a toilet, you wouldn't advise it because you're gonna want to have to relieve yourself. But as soon as you get to a place where it's all right, where you can be able to use a restroom, do that. It's not gonna hurt you. It'll help you if anything. Let's see. Yep. Apple cider vinegar. Yes, that's also another good thing to put into your system. I know a lot of y'all don't recommend this, but I do it from time to time. Depending on how you eat too. If you experience a lot of constipation and all that kind of stuff, even if you ain't experienced constipation, I know people that take milk of magnesia faithfully because they feel, I'm just, I want to stay regular. Well, that's a drug. It's the drugs in there. So why don't you do it the natural way? People don't like prune juice. I get that. But I'd rather take prune juice than some milk of magnesia drug. You put in a drug and your body's becoming accommodated to that. So then you can't wean yourself from that. You take that prune juice. You always see old people drinking or whatever. Take that occasionally and don't mess with that because if you take too much of that, you will experience some explosions. So make sure you around a commode somewhere. If you need to clean your system, take some of that. That'll help you out better than some milk of magnesia and all that kind of stuff. That essentially you taking a drug. Let me look back. Let me look back. Okay, I was thinking of getting a parasite cleanse to get rid of parasites in the body. I mean, I don't see it hurting you or not. You know, Nothing wrong with doing a cleanse because all this stuff that they got in this food, you want to exit that out your system. Because you ever notice like little babies, or you don't maybe have niece or just a friend's baby. They're always pooping easy. But now once you get older, when you eat, it may take a little while because our pipes are getting older versus little babies. It's going right through their system. So you got to do things to maintain your system so everything is flowing right. That's other ways people could get cancers and stuff like that, colon cancers and all kind of things because not keeping a system flowing like it should. That's why it helps to, like I said, drink half your body weight in water every day, every day, faithfully. I mean, sometimes you might lapse and might not do it, but just think this is helping your system, it's helping your body, it's helping keep the stress off your loved ones. Because if you gone and you all they got, just think how they may feel. So you just got to put things in a better perspective for you and yours. Yeah, definitely leave the breads alone. A lot of them breads will cause your stomach to have problems. All that yeast and everything in there that they use to help preserve them breads and all that, and mixing with the acids of your body and blocking off certain things that it shouldn't be blocked off. Yeah, I would advise not. They always say, "Oh, you got to have some grains and all this kind of." Eat your fruits, eat your vegetables. There's nothing wrong with that. Put that in your system. I mean, I know maybe when you come up, your nana didn't cook it like you wanted to, your mama didn't cook it like you wanted to, your auntie was fixing it like this, your homeboy's friend was making it like that. Cook it to your liking. Watch some things right here on YouTube on how to cook certain things that are vegetables, and maybe add some to it where you may like it, where you enjoy it. Maybe you like it steamed. Have some steamed vegetables or something. Buy a steamer, or buy the one. Well, I wouldn't say buy the ones that come in the bag and put it in a microwave, but find some way where you can steam it. Put your money towards that kind of stuff. Is all for you to prosper. It's all for you to feel good, so you don't have to. Oh, they got me on this drug, and I gotta be on this. It got me feeling like that. Nah, man, skip that. Look up what's in broccoli. Nicotine. I heard glass was in table salt. I haven't heard that. Let me see. Gotta get. Yeah, you do have to be disciplined. If you notice in these cities being gentrified, gentrifiers are running, exercising exactly out in the street. I noticed that every morning you see them jogging. A lot of people go, why are they running? They're running to keep that heart rate up. But you don't have to run. Matter of fact, you get off this thing, or matter of fact, just write it down or put it in your phone, or whatever. Type in Dick Gregory on health. He talks about how he just went walking. Walk, as long as your heels is hitting the ground, your whole feet's hitting the ground, you're good. He's saying when you run, it's like it's sending shock waves up to your brain stem, because it's all your nerves is connected through your whole body. So when you're running, it's like you're sending shock waves, versus you're walking, you're at a good pace. You can get your heart rate up. You walking a good stride. You don't have to run. You just get that heart rate up. That's what it's about. Because you figure, like, say you ain't did nothing, or I'll say like this, say you just wake up and you think you're on a straight run. You can't straight run right after you wake up. You'll fall on your face. You got to work. You got to get that heart rate up. Until your heart rate gets up, then you can start moving and start moving around regular. But it's about getting that heart rate up. Start small. Like, okay, maybe I'm a you know, walk maybe so many blocks, or park your car somewhere where you got a parkway, and just walk that little parkway for so many things, and then come back and like, oh, okay, I done accomplished this. Maybe I'll take a little further the next day. It's all about self improvement. You gotta think about it like that. You know, because we sit back a lot of times, sit back and just watch the TVs and watch these hours go by or whatever. That's why I like it. You know how I do these live streams. You know you got unlimited data. You could be listening to what I'm talking about while you walking in stride. You don't have to look at it. Let me look at the screen and see what Reek's saying and see what he got on. It ain't about what I look like. Like I said, them cartoon or artist renderings. That's exactly how I look. So I mean, you see how I look. Okay, I look like that. So me seeing moving my mouth and seeing my teeth and eyes and all that, that's irrelevant. It's the information that I'm trying to get across to you. You know, get your walking in, get your strides up, get your heart rate up, get your water intake in, half your body weight, get that in. You know, change your dietary your needs. You know what you're intaking in your body. You know, try to get off these prescription pills they prescribing you. You know, to me that's a lazy way. Oh, just get on this and you'll be on this for the rest of your life. I don't like hearing nothing about you got to be on some kind of drug for the rest of your life. That means you got to reevaluate something in your life that you're doing and knock that out so you can knock that other thing out so they can't be like that'd be like saying, okay, now you're forever got a probation officer. No, I don't want to forever have a probation officer. That means I'm doing something that I don't need to be doing, so I don't have to have these checks on me. So that's what them pharmaceutical drugs is checks on you. Because if you go off it and you still continue to live bad by bad, like putting that processed stuff in your body, that's when you're headed down tragedy lane. So reevaluate what you're doing, show that you need some improvement, and honestly deal with that. A lot of people don't want to honestly deal with what they got going on. You know, if you're smoking too many cigarettes, you know, cut down on that habit. That might put some funds back in your pocket, but it don't happen overnight. You got to wing yourself. You know, you like, okay, I done bought this many packs. Okay, maybe I don't need to smoke this many, and then well, eventually you be off it. You know, I remember back in the day, I used to blow a lot of weed, but when heard my partner say, "Man, you ain't never gonna be able to stop this." I don't like to hear nothing like something's got a hook on you forever. So that's what made me stop for hearing that reason. But you know, people like to blow their trees. You hear old school all the time. He likes to blow weed all the time. You know, that's some. You know, he's at a level of in age where he's like, hey, that's what I want to do. But what I'm saying is, whatever you're lacking in and you need self improvement, just deal with it accordingly. Be honest with yourself. Let me see. Okay. Gotta get this. Okay. What's cracking? TooCool2Khan just hopping in. Brothers gotta stop that pork. Yeah, got them worms. Yeah, they done had a lot of those. Good brother. They done had a lot of those little videos where people had a raw pork out and they poured a Coca-Cola on it and they said the worms them jumped out of it. No, old school, he ain't here, but he gave the best analogy that made. I mean, I stopped eating pork years ago, but he gave the best analogy about pork and why you shouldn't eat it. He said, I grew up on a farm back in the day, and he said a rattlesnake bit this hog, and when it bit it, it didn't die. He's like, well, it didn't die because it don't got sweat glands, so all that poison and all that stayed in the pig. I'm like, oh, I'm straight. I mean, I've been straight, but hearing that, like, wait a minute, a rattlesnake can bite a hog and it don't die. So that means all the poison staying in. So that means it get all butchered and everything. You taking in whatever poisons that swine got. I'm straight. I don't care how. You know, it used to be one because you know I'm like a lot of people raised. You know, oh, we eat pork chops and all that. Yeah, but you know, once I found out how unhealthy it was, you know, I cut that out my diet. You know, now some people swear by it and say, no, I got to keep eating it, and to each their own. But you know, for myself, I can't mess with the swine, and especially not after hearing a story like that from a brother that actually grew up on a farm and had, you know, I mean, we got the same kinfolk, but him seeing it, you know, more so closer because you know he's old school. Yeah, definitely get a bite. If you don't feel like walking, you want to coast and sit occasionally, yeah, get a bike. Nothing wrong with that. You know, go travel somewhere. Like, man, I remember when I was younger, that's all we had when we was coming up as kids. Man, let's go way over here. We're gonna go way over here, and we'll come way back. But once you get in the cars and get whips and things, you don't even be thinking like that. Man, I'm just gonna ride over here and I'm gonna ride over there. Versus, get out on a bike and travel. Get some air, get some fresh air in them lungs. Your lungs need some air. You need to get your heart rate up. That's another way of getting your heart rate up. Let me see. Man, y'all have been here talking. I gotta I be talking so long. I'm missing the what y'all saying. Let me see. Okay. I seen this video where a guy ate pork most of his life and worms ate through his brain. Yeah, I seen that something of that form too, and them worms was massively in his brain. That's another deterrent why not to eat it. But that's another case. I mean, it doesn't happen in all cases, but why be a guinea pig and say, "Oh, it won't happen to me"? Well, I'm not trying to see if that's the true or not. Just cut the stuff out. 30 minutes a day, eat healthy, stay free, stay consistent, family. Yeah, that's messed up. Let me see, laws, right rate. Take it day one day at a time. Definitely one day at a time, James. You remember when you saw a little kid going to the gym class used to jog in place and scratch? You could do that. Yeah, you could jog in place. Matter of fact, what do you think? When, like, say, I mean, we talking about penitentiary things, but think when they take away, okay, you can't you got to be locked down 23 hours in your cell. You could do things within place, still getting your heart rate up. Maybe you don't got a place where you can go walking in a long trail or something. Shoot, maybe you got enough money. Go on Craigslist, get a treadmill. You can run a cheap $100 treadmill. Get that, throw it in your whip and bring it home and run that treadmill. That's still getting your heart rate up. Whatever you can do to alleviate certain things setting in at a young age, do that. It's all for the betterness of you. You know. Reek, what's some upsides to kicking the good kush in your opinion? I mean, like I said, it's each his own. Like I said, it's all about what made me stop. Hearing someone say that you'll never stop this, it just did something to me. It's like you're a slave to this or something. You'll never stop this. Not okay. I'm not gonna smoke today, but I'll smoke the other day. No, you know what? Like I said, it was two things that made me stop. It was that, and then the last time I smoked with my family, they smoking some weed. It was so fire that we was outside and all the colors, like the trees, everything was extra vivid, like vivid. Like, I don't like being this kind of high. I mean, I wasn't tripping, but it was like real, like it was some real strong weed. Like, I don't like being high like this. I'm used to, just regular high where you're just kind of cool and you're drowsy and you want to eat up everything that's in the refrigerator. But and then on top of that, I'm the type that when I used to smoke, I get paranoid. So if I lose my keys, I'll be on mode and on angriness. Like, man, somebody took my shit. I was on that kind of level. So I figured I don't need to be nothing like that. You know, I don't need this like that. To me, my mind's too strong where I want to be sharp all the time. To me, when I was on weed, I wasn't really sharp. And to me, I'm a sharp person. So I always pay attention to detail. That was kind of dulling my stuff down. I didn't like that. But like I said, to each their own. I don't knock nobody that want to blow trees. because I used to do it before. So how can I knock somebody doing something I used to do? You know, I'm just saying for me myself, I can't do it. Oh, you haven't had a soda in 3 years? Or yeah, I haven't had. Trying to think. Yeah, I used to like back in the day. I used to like drinking Mountain Dew, but when I heard, when I found out soda was bad, plus they said it was it. I remember from back in the day, was it Yellow Six? It was a certain kind of dye in one of them sodas where that would mess you up. I heard about that. Like, nah, and it's plus once they started using high fructose corn syrup in pops, that tricks your brain receptors, and you just keep drinking it. And that's another thing. A lot of sugars. We have a allotment on the sugar. I'm trying to think. I think we're supposed to only have, if I'm not mistaken, it's like either 100 grams or something like that. And if you look at a lot of these pops, it'd be like 35 or 48. So you figure if it's 35 or 48, 2 cans, you a wrap. And a lot of people forget it's like, oh, I want some ketchup. There's sugar in there. Oh, I want some mustard. Excuse me, is sugar in there. So a lot of these prepackaged things already have sugar. Now, one of the things that are good sugars, like sugars in like beets or vegetables or in fruits, those are good sugars. But all these processed sugars, them is the ones that wreak havoc on you. That's the ones they talking about. So I don't know. Don't take my word for research it for yourself, but I want to say it's around 100 grams of sugar intake a day. Is 1,500 for sodium, which is salt. So when you go pick up something that's a package, look at the back. Scroll down to where it says sodium. Like, how much is this? Okay, I'm gonna eat this, but then I'm gonna eat this. They say you eat 3 times a day. Wait a minute. Well, and then I like my occasional snacks. You gotta start looking at. Oh, like say you like eating cheeses. Cheeses might be like what 600. Matter of fact, you like a can of soup. Can of soup might be 900. I mean, you got to pay attention to these. Then they be like, how do I get high blood pressure? Well, all these different products got salt in them, and this is what's running it up. It's like having running a bill up. Like, okay, no, let me order this, let me order that. Well, you don't order the big ass steak. The big ass steak is like $40 in this high price restaurant. You done got some wine. They charge like 20 $30 a glass of wine. I mean, and then you be like, why is it so high? Well, you order everything that is expensive. So the same thing, all these different meals that you done ate got these tags on how much sodium it is. That's why your blood pressure is up within a matter of moments with just eating one meal. That's just one meal. Usually people eat 3 times a meal, 3 times a day. And usually this is what they say too. Eat the biggest meal in the beginning, in the morning, then you start going down lower later. Cause that's why they call it breakfast. Cause it's like you fasted. You fasted. From when dinner time, you damn near fasted, you didn't have a lot. So breakfast is like, okay, I gotta, replenish my system for the day, you know. You back up. Feel your Reek. What changes? What changed since you stopped? What changed since I stopped? Well, back when I used to smoke, I used to, it was. I mean, it was people smoking blunts. I ain't gonna say they weren't smoking blunts, but a lot of the people I used to smoke with, they just used to roll up in papers the old school way, or the old school, them old school burner weed pipes and all that kind of stuff. But you know, and that's another thing that you get you roll it up in them blunts, and are you getting all that high tobacco content on top of whatever super kill that you smoking? You getting so zooted, you got a certain smell on you. People That's another way for them people to get on you. If you ain't in a state where it's legal, I'll say it like that, because there's some states where it's legal and it ain't no thing. But I'm talking about the states where it ain't legal, where they can still mess with you and harass you. You know. But I don't know. Is this? When I did it, I didn't never have to pay, because everybody I was around, they was sparking all the time. But once I stopped doing it, they respected, like, oh, Reek don't do that no more. He took the initiative. He's strong, because they'd be like, I can't even do it. You know, yeah, a lot of people respect it. Nobody's like, oh man, you scared or whatever. And no, it's like, I respect it. You got to respect what a man say. Like, I don't do that. And because I'm scared or nothing, I had an epiphany. We all have epiphanies. Like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm just not doing this, whatever it may be. We come to some kind of thing that says we just can't do that no more. In relationships, uh, uh, down to, oh, I done had this car for a super amount of years. I can't have this no more. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It's time for a change. And only we know when that comes. Only we know. I can't tell you, oh, and it's time for you to do this different. No, you got to come to that within your own reckoning of what you feel you need to do. Hopefully, I'm just sparking it. You researching it on your own, different areas what you can do, not what you need to do, what you can do if you want to do it. Let me back up. Okay, try to healthier choice than smoking. Okay. Yeah, I got a family member that likes blowing them electric little joints. I mean, matter of fact, I think he does that because he on paper, but he blows some little electric, them oil based joints. I mean, they got so many little different things that people could do out here now. Uh, Natural sweets provided from the creator, yeah, and are the best. Oranges, exactly. That's another thing. Natural practitioner, he told me, he's like, the best thing you can start your day off with is with oranges. They're good for your system in the morning and stuff. And I was finding myself, for breakfast, I have maybe about maybe 3 oranges, and I wouldn't be feeling hungry or anything like that, because it's like you're peeling them, you're eating the orange, and it's like you're getting filled, and your system doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. You still feel good. You eat like, oh, let me get all these eggs, and give me a little steak and all that, and then you're going to do whatever you need to do. Like, yeah, you feel like you want to lay down. That's the wrong thing. You want whatever's going into your system to kind of energize you, not get you to all lay down and lay around and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going off of things I done learned and done seen within life. I'm glad you're saying it's a good game, but it's just intelligence that was put up on me, and y'all's constantly providing intelligence I don't know. Each one teach one, like I like to say. It's all about research, and I'm not trying to blow no smoke up your rear or anything like that. All things I'm saying, you can research. Like, oh, Reek, well, the sugar part, that was this. Well, I said research the sugar. I was not sure if it was 100 grams, but I know for sure on the sodium tip is 1,500 we're allotted a day. But the sugar one, like I said, might have to research that to see if that's exactly right. Exactly. I used to hate how old cartoons portray Africans being cannibals, right? And we're in a climate where fruits was abundant. Exactly. Yeah, but they want people stuck on that stupidness, like, just like, what's that in Dumbo? It's those two crows, and they're all talking, yes, and all that kind of. I'm like, come on, man. This is not how we talk. But those particular characters weren't. They probably weren't played by nobody that was and higher melanin content. But you know, it's always been areas of certain things where it's stereotyping. You know, that's what this country seems like it thrives off of. You know, like I was saying this earlier in a stream where, like, you know, someone that happens to be Caucasian, they don't know you, they see you black and like, hey brother, what's going on? You know, like, you don't have to do that. Talk to me normal. You know, I know the king's English too. I can speak it. You know, yes, I know Ebonics too, but it doesn't mean I have to speak it to you. You know, talk to me normal. Buy a magical butter. You can make your own oil liquor butter. Okay, let me see, James. You already had ramen noodles. Yeah, ramen noodles. That's another thing. A lot of people sleep on that. Them ramen noodles, they are high in the salt. I used to have that. I mean, because you figure that's a simple meal. Oh, I could just crush this up and then I could doctor it up. Nah, the ramen noodles are some of the worst things you could have. If you see how much salt be in that little baby packet that you put in there to give it whatever flavor, that helps contribute to high blood pressure right there. You figure, oh, it's cheap. I could buy so many. I used to get all that. And then once they were saying, well, what are you eating? Oh, that's what you're eating. That's where your high blood pressure is coming from. You eating this day in, day out, hardly having water intake. No, you got to cut them ramen noodles out. Yes, they create them to taste good, but what damage are they really doing to your system in the long run? Yeah, see, and that's what they need to have. I mean, like I said, I'm only touching the tip of the surface, but they need to have more things where people are, saying something relatable. Like he's saying something relatable or she's saying something relatable where it's getting me to reevaluate what I'm doing. Like, man, I've been doing this all the time. You know, this is old school's here, y'all. What's up? We're gonna switch up the conversation because old school done made his way around. Hold up, I gotta get to where he at. But I think what we've been talking about been hella powerful. Matter of fact, when we do more streams, we can still go in this direction because this is definitely needed, and a lot of people ain't up on these things I'm saying. Look. Okay. Okay. You see, they was talking about cabbage and cauliflower not a real vegetable. Yeah, I heard that also as well. It's like it's a mutated so-called vegetable. All right. Hey, let me see. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I ain't got it blasted. Go ahead. You got it?
All right, y'all.
Look at that.
Here go old school.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Gentlemen, people, ladies.
Yeah.
Good evening. God bless you again. It is almost 30.
Yeah. What we done? Essentially, putting some good vegetables into your system.
I just had beets last night.
Okay.
Can you dig it?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hip to beets?
Huh.
Yeah. Color of your blood? Yeah. Good for you.
Right.
Yeah. Every day.
Anthony said, "What's up, old school? What's happening?"
How y'all doing, brother? Nice to hear from all of you. God bless you again. Good Lord done send us to another day.
Right.
Another night.
Right.
Don't mean to be coming around my cuz so late, but I had some other things. You know how we all get involved with everyday living. Sometimes you gotta tend to, yes, your doings.
Easy B said, "Peace, God," and then Anthony said, "Old school's in the building."
Hey, gentlemen. What's up, Tony? Have you been chatting at them all?
Yeah.
How y'all doing, brothers? How about them little ladies? They come around yet?
Yep. Lisa Smith's in the building. And Rashad's in the building.
Lisa. Shy. How about brother man? That's what we talked to last night?
Yep. Shy.
Yeah. What up, bosses? Folks?
Good brothers in the room. James is in the room.
Good king with all of you.
Matter of fact,
be with all of you.
Cause I don't know who comes in and who goes out. One, speak up and make yourself known so we know who's all up in here.
They've been speaking to you since you've been speaking with them?
Yeah. No, I've been kind of long-winded.
Not about too much about who's in there and who's what?
Nah, I've been on that. I just figured I wouldn't feed into that. I was trying to calm myself down about that.
What's
I ain't
that?
Even talk about that.
Oh, that other thing we talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. But I'm saying with your network with these folks.
Yeah.
You've been communicating?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I was telling them how, it's good that, put like how you just got done putting water in your system every day,
Oh, yeah, you got it. The body is 85% water. I don't know if everybody knows that. Fluid.
Mm-hmm.
You dig it? So you must keep that clean like a swimming pool. You dig it? Yeah, filter yourself in and out. You dig?
Now, Anthony said, I always hated beets, mistaking them for cranberries later. But realized why elders ate them and they live long, very long.
What's that?
Eating, beets and stuff like that. Even though he didn't like
it. He said he didn't like. Yeah. A lot of children don't like them. You know what I mean? Growing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll tell you something that I really never cared for. Being a city man. You understand? By way of the country. You understand? My mom and daddy and them, they was raised on a lot of their, on field food.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? And I like a young child growing up. That was like eating worse than eating spinach. I thought eating greens and shit, real early and all them old big old coarse hard good meals. You understand? But cornbreads and man, you know how children are. They like fun looking food. Burgers and pizzas.
Yeah.
You dig? So yeah. People don't know what they're missing. I got some corn on the cob boiling now. Can you dig it? Yeah, go ahead on.
Anthony said beets, squash, turnips.
All that. Love squash. You know what I mean? Get your cucumbers in you too.
Yep. Cucumbers also a good one too.
All right. And eat you some radishes. Throw them in your salads. How about some olives? Just like what was in the Bible, olive trees.
Yeah, he said spinach. Yeah, I like fresh spinach. I don't like that. The spinach in the can is not, to me, is not the same as eating fresh spinach.
Popeye spinach.
Yeah.
You like fresh spinach?
Yeah, fresh spinach.
Grown, you pull it up out the earth. Yeah. Like lettuce. Yeah. Not all processed.
Yeah, all processed spinach. No. Then Easy B said, Bruce Lee said it best. Be water, my friend.
Be light.
Yep. Like taking that water, drinking that water.
Yep. Be light.
Yeah, James said he's still here. You still here, Lisa Smith? You done knocked out.
Probably is. Relaxing.
Because I ain't seen her coming in a second.
Did she say
you still here, Rashad? I haven't heard.
She didn't say nothing to you tonight yet?
She did earlier, but that was earlier.
Oh, yeah. It's all good.
From the creator, not a hater. Right. All this processed food, they done put all kind of Mickeys in it, and like I said, people taking it in and
yeah, it's a bad situation. Don't y'all notice? You go and you eat like a booger bear. You understand? You go to McDonald's, Joker ordered 3 big sloppy. You understand? A Burger King, all that old Pillsbury shit. You understand? You order them 3 Big Macs, French fries, big old tall caffeine pop and all that shit, and then you slug down for about 15 minutes.
Right.
And then you go bookie that shit out if you get a chance to.
Right.
And feel to yourself. And then guess what, brothers and sisters? I bet you can eat a steak dinner within the next 25 minutes. You understand?
Right.
Now you're hungry again. The shit didn't, you understand? It didn't combine.
You didn't get no nutrients up out of it. Yeah.
It didn't combine with your body. You know, it was blow-by food.
Right.
You understand? Old donkey kind of food. You understand? Food to keep a motherfucker moving, man.
Right.
That's all. You know, that's why they call it, yeah, what are you doing for lunch? Oh, you know, this and that. You know, there's so many of them. And they all, I don't give a fuck what you spend. You know, they're all about the same when it's time for breaking down digesting. Ain't nothing like no home cooked food.
Right.
You dig it? Really?
And then Gang Wise just said, watch salad dressings too. Too much high fructose corn syrup.
Exactly.
Right. That's why I like a lot of vinaigrettes or oil style ones.
Natural shit.
Yeah, natural type of dressings.
You know, put your own shit on.
Right.
Some vinegar or something.
Yep.
Just some tomatoes. You ain't gotta use no dressing.
Right.
Make your own dressing. You dig? You right. Good information, brother. Yeah, you right. All that old fattening shit.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Bad salt and shit. Yeah. But yeah, again, just eating natural, Jones. You know? Not a lot of spices, and, you know.
And then James said the only time I had deer meat is when I was in the South. Yeah, I never had deer meat before. Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be good for you. And it's a good piece of meat.
Yeah.
But it stink like a motherfucker. Let me tell you, you understand, cuz?
Yeah.
You know, they got ways of bypassing, knocking the volume down and shit. You know, just like people cook their hog belly.
Right.
You know, make the house smell like doo-doo.
Right. Yeah.
You understand? You know, yeah. You know?
Yeah, I ain't never.
You ain't never ate them?
I ain't never ate it. I smelled that shit and like,
my mama ain't never wanted them in the house. Don't get me wrong. People, we ain't talking about folks that eat them, you know, but you understand. You know, they're not a spectacular thing to eat.
Right.
Let's just keep it real. You understand? How you gonna eat the linings of a big old sow?
Right.
You understand? Go inside and eat what the Lord made.
And I just got done telling them about when you told me about the rattlesnake biting a
pig and the motherfucker staying alive.
Yeah, yeah.
That lets you know right then. Right? You walking around like the devil. That's what's wrong with a lot of folks. They pull it all oinky.
Right.
Oinky. You know, people getting the hams and shit. You understand? They got a lot of hams laying around in their houses and they're feeding them to other people.
Yeah.
You know, they're high strung. They're full of salt.
Yeah.
They're ready to blow up like a grenade.
Yeah.
You know?
And then Easy B just said, I still hate shitlins. I meant chitlins.
He's called them, right? You know? Yeah, man, them motherfuckers will make your house messed up.
Right.
You know, fuck your drapes up and everything. My mama said she didn't never want them in the house. You understand? Well, I ain't cooking them things. For what? We don't eat them no way.
Right.
You know what the fuck? You know, don't give it, like I said, don't knock on it and say, man, I see what she was talking about.
Yeah.
The whole fucking house, man, smelled like you had a slaughter pen.
Right.
You know, I'm serious, like you took business in that house with hogs.
Right.
Getting them ready.
Right.
Shit, you know? Yeah, boy. So what does that tell you?
Right.
You understand? You know, you're stewing him up, and then you're getting the odor out of him. What you're getting, but yet and still, you're gonna put him on the insides.
Right.
You know.
Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you this. I want to take an intermission for about 7 minutes. I'm gonna take an intermission. So y'all keep the comments rolling. We got to do something real quick to update y'all on something or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put you on mute.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We're just muting you for a minute.
For about 7 minutes. So we'll
y'all
be back.
Stay with us.
All right.
Soul brothers.
Yeah.
Soul sisters.
About reconnection. I want to make sure that y'all still there. Someone say something.
Yeah, they look like they with us. Good Lord got y'all with us.
Yeah.
Got us with y'all. Amen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
on.
good. Easy B said live and direct. Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
Bro. Didn't mean to take so long.
Yeah.
You know, just had a episode. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
We needed to something to check in. That's all.
Yeah.
Just had to check in with a little something.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. But anyways, what's going on? Y'all folks still woke at 1 o'clock? No, it ain't 1 o'clock yet.
11:47.
It ain't midnight yet.
Yeah, not yet. It's getting there.
Oh yeah. Beautiful night.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord. Time's rolling about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I left my phone in the
Yeah, a lot of soy sauce got a lot of sodium in it too. You gotta watch out how much you use of that soy sauce.
Nothing but old black salt.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You dig? It tastes good on the chow chow. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all that kind of stuff. Eggy foon youngie. You dig? Yeah. Wontons.
Yeah.
And all that kind of,
right.
What that, you know.
Well, like I said, I always know when you eat that, you eat it, but you don't ever be full.
Oh, that's
run
stuff.
through you. Yeah, it tastes good, but
yeah, but it ain't no base to it.
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like eating a bag of Uncle Ben's.
Yeah,
you know, with some vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
You dig?
Yep.
Some peas and a couple of eggs cut up in it, and
Right.
some onions and green peppers,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that's why a lot of them people are tiny. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no weight substance to that stuff.
Right.
You dig?
Hmm.
So you know. I mean, you got a few of them that look like voodoo wrestlers. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they eat till they shit all over themselves. Anyway, you understand? I mean, I'm just saying. You get a lot of people that But you're right. You know, it's tasty, but it don't seem like it got hold no. And that's another one that'll fade away, right? You're hungry later.
Yep. That's how it get you to overeating because I'll just ate this, like you said, it's that blow by.
Blow by, that's all. Ain't nothing like home food. Go back in the pot, make a big old pot of good spaghetti or something. A big old pot of collard greens, some cabbage.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah,
cabbage greens,
right?
You know, yeah, boss. You know, you can go back. You see what I'm saying? If you're not full,
right?
Go back today and tomorrow. You still got your beautiful cabbage.
Right. That's what I was telling them about too. That you do and that you was kind of doing the other night. You got to walk. You know, stretch your limbs. Right.
Get your vascular. You know, and all that. Your breathing and your bones.
Right.
You understand? You know, because they sure can creak up.
Right. That's good for all your cartilage and your knees and stuff like that. They keep it active.
Everything. You know, walking. If you ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, that's why I was telling them, like, start off slow, maybe walk, so many blocks one day.
Yeah,
like,
walk. If you ain't no walker, see if you can walk.
Right.
Like you said, start out slow. Walk about 4 houses away from your house. Then walk back. If you wide as the house. You feel like you can't walk. I'm just saying.
Right.
Either way. But you must do. You understand?
Because I was telling them, when you was a kid, you had bikes and you ride everywhere. But then once you get out of age, you can get maybe a hog or whatever kind of car. I'm just driving there and get out the car.
Right. Don't depend on that.
Right.
Like you've been doing. Stay stay active. Motherfucking right. I wouldn't give a fuck to be driving Rolls Royces. Walk.
Right.
Yeah, walk. The good Lord gave you feet, didn't he? To use arms and shit. Walk. Get out and walk. A lot of motherfuckers is lazy, man. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them develop all kinds of diseases. Heart disease, you understand, you know, eating disease, old nasty disease. Some of them won't even get away from the house. So, yeah, you understand? You know, like you said, you must do something. Some of them don't even bathe.
Right.
You know, or soil away. You know. But you know, again, good health is important. You dig? All the time.
Okay, Anthony English said I had a pickup game of basketball last week with some young.
That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Even if you're only doing it, you know, a time a week. You know, you need to, you know, try to get much as you can when you can.
Yeah.
But as long as you can get some, right?
Right.
You know, even if it's 1 day a week. You know.
Yeah. Easy Beat said, I'm embarrassed that my state is the fattest state in the U.S.
Which one?
Mississippi.
Oh yeah, nothing about, you know, like I said before, right on beat. It don't matter where a motherfucker from. Remember,
Right.
it's about what you want to do. You know, it probably is. You know, it's fat with land. It is a big fat motherfucker. I know my folks' forefathers and them is from down that Bigfoot country. You understand? You know, and I know they done buked a lot of people out of shit. You dig it?
Yep.
But yeah. You know.
So Easy Beats and Anthony English said health is wealth. It definitely is.
Every day.
Anthony English also said your state got some nice young ladies too. I bet.
Yeah, they all over the world, boss. You dig it?
Yeah.
In every state. You dig? You know, just remember that.
Hopefully, their state of mind is beautiful. Because if that ain't right, I don't care how fine that the physical is.
Right. Ain't worth a nickel.
Yeah, what's wrong? Why you want a beautiful asshole?
Right.
Get on with that.
Right. Problems, a beautiful problem.
Yeah.
Right. Showboat shit.
Easy B said it's the soul food, fam. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are stuck in a lot of certain traditions where we were just talking about eating chillings and eating
fucked up things.
Yeah, the slave type food. You know, that type of stuff's over.
You know, waste.
Yeah.
Waste food.
Right.
That wasn't even slave food. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I used to pan it off on. You know, but that you a motherfucker, that was dog food. You know, you understand? Yeah. Throwaway food. Hog slop.
Right.
Shit like that, man. Waste. All good, folks.
Yeah, if ain't nobody got
still with you, it ain't been nothing yet.
Right.
A few more moments. Thursday with you, Jim.
This stream up.
It's got some more things to say.
Yeah, I see some more people joining.
Intermediate.
Yeah,
break.
Yeah, that break for a second, but we here.
Intermission.
Milton, what's up? I don't think I've seen you comment before.
Trying to jump around.
Yeah, okay.
Amen.
Okay, old school.
Right on.
Anthony said, what's up, Mills? What's the deal?
Dig.
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, speak on it. How long have you been on the channel of TooCool2Khan? Because I haven't heard from them.
Oh, that's Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
Oh, he ain't quiet with you.
Yeah. I know a lot of people probably knew to, catching on me having a stream.
That's okay. And you opened your all newcomers.
Yeah. As long as there's nothing ignorant said, I'll say it like that. Because we done had a few here and there that done said something crazy.
Well, yeah, and then, normally when you get that, it's just the next caller, please.
Right.
Right? Because, the world's wacky enough.
Don't want none of that wackiness to rub off.
Well, you know, they ain't rub it off.
No.
Not this way. We just don't tolerate this shit,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
You know, on this chat show.
Mm-hmm.
About that.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's a good thing. That's quite a bit of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll chat with y'all till chatting days is out. You dig it?
Right.
What y'all think of the, how about this, good people? What y'all think of the little royal lady? You understand? Marrying the old, the prince boy.
Oh,
Yeah, what y'all got to say about that one? You understand? Yeah, since they done spiced up the Prince House, the King's Dome over there. You understand? You know, they got some flamboyant, some beautiful colors floating through the area now. That always has decades ago, but now it done come forth more so.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah,
a good thing, long as everything be. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Easy B said, "When's the last time you donated to someone?"
Today. My neighbor asked me for $2. And she told me she'd give it back Friday. Now, I guess that's I guess that's not a donate. That's a borrow.
Yeah, that's a borrow.
Okay. Yeah, but as far as donating, bro, you know, let's see.
Oh, you did donate. You gave me 2 packs of cake.
Oh yeah. Amen.
Right.
Some Betty Crocker.
Yeah.
You know, we try to donate every day, don't we?
Right.
In the good Lord's eyesight. Yeah, right on, Lee. You know, sure did.
Yeah, Milton said, "I've been a fan for a while of the Lions Den, but I don't comment regularly, brother." Okay, that's cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Which one is the Lions Den?
The one with me and Pimpin' Ken.
Oh, right on.
Matter of fact, I need to hit Ken up because you know I don't got no Lions Dens in the pipeline right now.
In the den.
Yeah, in the den.
Right.
Let me see. James said, "I'm asking for a friend. How can a person you know for 18 years separate from for a year be nervous around you?" Wait a minute. I'm asking for a friend. How can a person you know for 18 years separate for a year?
It's time to soothe your nerves. You know what I mean? Right? Wouldn't you think? If there's an uproar, I'm just saying, what do you mean? All of a sudden, you've been there in the situation that long, and then it's been damn near 20 years, but now you're shaky. Is that what it's delivering?
Yeah.
Nervous. Nervous of what though? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. What in a situation will make them nervous or assume to make them nervous?
Well, you're nervous about something.
Yeah.
About something. You're nervous about infidelity. No, really.
Yeah.
Right? Or what? You understand? Relationship with an outsider or what? What's the nervousness? Trust? You know, money, cash, pussy, what? You know, nuts, ass. You know what I'm saying? You understand?
Yeah.
What is it? Property, right?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Well, yeah, we trying to know if that's what he's referring to.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Brother man.
Put some clarity in it, James. Matter of fact, I know
if that's right, James, go ahead.
Yeah, this
that's what you mean.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been among somebody, that's how it was brought to us, you know, with a relationship, I don't know, you know, 18 years, 20 years, then all of a sudden things become shaky, right? That's when your nerves get bad, right?
Yeah.
Are we on the same page or what?
Okay, James said relationship-wise, thinking the person is going to go back to their old ways.
And what kind of ways were them?
What were the ways?
Were they
Infidelity
were they ways of problems that caused the both of you to communicate? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
not to
said,
communicate. Yeah.
Well, that caused you to have communication problems. How about that?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You understand? For again, you know, it's good to try to know what the situation, your old ways. You know, my old ways was when I was a kid, I had a habit. My mom used to say, "Boy, I'm gonna whoop your BA. I'm gonna whoop your ass." I had a little gap in my teeth growing up. If I didn't like a motherfucker, I'd spit on him. It was a nasty little habit. You understand? No shit. I never did get my ass whooped too tough. You know what I mean? But I'd spit right by the motherfucker, like I said before, like I did that bitch, spit snuff in her eyes.
Yeah.
I used to spit, man. Spit on the motherfucker. You know, that's me, right? My mama would slap the shit out of me, man. Because it was, you know, but you know, if you were done wrong, you know what I mean? You know, again, everybody got their own little way.
Yeah, Easy Beats, he laughed, and then James said problems.
Yeah. Okay, that's what he talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay with? There you go, then, bro. That consists of a lot of things. You know. Well, you know what, brother Jim? Yeah, Jim Jam. It's good. Guess what? It ain't good for your temple, the good Lord's temple, but it's good that you got that feeling. If that's what you feel, you understand that. You understand that's good that the Lord is bringing them vibes through your body structure and your anatomy. If you feel nervous, if you feel that way, then follow your mind. If there were problems before, you understand. If you smell them coming again, then you know what to do. You understand? How about that? Does that sound like?
Yeah, it does.
You dig? If you can, young blood, you dig it? Yeah. Well, don't no motherfucker need no problem.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who they are. You dig it? Enough problems in the world is there.
Right.
Just getting up every day. You understand? You know, but it's beautiful. You understand? Being able to do that. And again, you know, that's a task.
Yeah, you got so James to laugh. He laughed at that.
My
like
man.
that.
Yeah. So we answered it? My man. Well, right on, Jim. Glad you feel happy about it. Yeah. Cause that's real, ain't it real?
Right, yeah,
Don't
it
you
is.
believe? Beware. Yeah, that's all. Stay focused. Stay down. We still with you, folks?
Yeah.
Where that woman at? Lisa.
Yeah, she must have dropped off because I ain't.
Tina.
Dropped off to sleep.
Tending to your duties, huh?
Yeah.
12 o'clock, 12:07. Well, y'all enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, I guess y'all don't put up all the comments you're gonna put up, so I think I might end this stream out.
Mellowly.
Yeah.
Get ready for another.
Yeah. Another day.
Speak about.
Yeah.
Later on.
Might as well say it's Thursday right now. So
7 minutes into
yeah.
Thank the Lord. Amen, King. Plenty more Thursdays.
Glad y'all took the time to join in. Yeah, peace and be safe to you, Milton. I'm glad that you actually they got to hear from you. That's a good thing. And everybody else that added their comments in. Peace to you, Easy Beats. Yeah. Peace to you, James.
Sisters. Didn't mean to be so late coming at you.
Peace to all the other people that, you know, just wanted to listen to the stream and didn't comment. Peace to you too, you know.
And peace to the old suckers.
Yeah.
You understand? With that sucker activity. You know, how about that? Peace to that kind of shit.
Right.
Peace to sucker shit. You understand?
Yeah, we all need peace to that.
No, really though. Really, peace to sucker shit. You know, and motherfuckers that's be spying and using still using people's names and shit. You understand? You know, you need to watch. You ain't learn nothing. Old snake. You listen and you do spite work. You understand? You're worse than a bitch. That's why you ain't got no particles like a man no more. You clown motherfucker. You the real clown. They need to what? You know, a motherfucker won't even pay a quarter to come see you. You know? Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. You know, that just. A lot of times I bet they say, what the fuck old school be trying to say or what are you referring to? How about this? It goes back to some of the old shit that me and Reek discussed and talked about, you know, about old sucker ass people. You understand? That's all. We're just going to leave it as that. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And a whole bunch of them know who they are. Shit starters. Shit creators. You understand? Motherfuckers that going nowhere. How about that? You understand? Aggravation loves company. We already gone?